Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Voodoo Issue number 4. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, I don't really have to give you too much of a recap for Voodoo, because really, Voodoo's still on the run. However, she seems to be taking a more proactive approach to life in this issue than she has been the other ones. See, through issue 1, 2, and 3, she's been more on the run, trying to get away from the government. Here, she's infiltrating. Yes, this story comes at two angles. The first angle is Voodoo infiltrating the government agency. Now, I don't know if this is CIA or just some special government agency. It might have been revealed. I probably missed it. But she infiltrates it, and she really is there more or less to gain information on Earth's superheroes. And this is probably because the alien force that she's working with probably wants to invade, and they want to know what they're up against. We also get to see a good display of power with Voodoo here. Actually, throughout this issue, whether it's Voodoo infiltrating or if it's Voodoo or people talking about Voodoo, we get to see that she can shapeshift into many different things. However, she can only shapeshift so much. She can also do other things, like she can excrete certain things from her skin, like venoms or toxics. And we also learn a little bit more about the history of Voodoo, in that it's possible that she had a human mother and her other parent, whether you call it a father or not, was an alien. Whether or not this is truly the case, we're not sure, but we can definitely tell that she is a hybrid, that she is definitely half human and half demonite in some which way, if it is the demonites. It could be. Anyways, moving on. The second story is the blonde agent, whose name still eludes me because I really don't care. The head of the government agency she works for, and Blackjack, who very little had been given to Blackjack, but I really kind of like his character. They're all talking amongst each other about how to deal with Voodoo. Her attacks become very, very obvious in this issue, and there's a big kind of showdown at the end, or more of a chase scene at the end. So, with that said, does Voodoo get the information she needs? Will the government be able to follow up on the leads on her? And in the end, exactly whose side is Voodoo on? Well, actually, she's not really on our side. So, hey, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. The pacing of this story is very nice. I don't think there's going to be necessarily story arcs with this, but rather a long story of Voodoo. And in saying that, the pacing is good. The art is good in this too, although I do want to comment that, haven't you guys noticed that Voodoo has like lines underneath her eyes? Makes her look like she's drunk or really, really tired whenever she's doing something. We also get to see what could be her superhero costume or her super villain costume, which actually looks pretty good. It's really just like a jumpsuit, kind of reminiscent of like a Dash Rendar suit, only without the breastplate, and then she has cutoffs for the sleeves. Looks pretty good. I like how we get a display of her powers, and we get a bit of a backstory into her history, where she could possibly be part human and possibly be part alien, in that she had a human mother. How debatable is that? Whatever. But anyways, we get a little bit more of her, which is good. And all the characters are displayed nicely. Blackjack, the government agent that Voodoo kind of did bad stuff too, and Voodoo herself, all of them feel pretty good. What I like particularly is Voodoo is not portrayed as an anti-hero here. She comes off as very much a bad guy, and it's actually pretty fun. Bad. I can't really say too much bad about this issue. It was a pretty solid issue. It just feels as though we're doing the same cat and mouse game throughout the whole entire series, where Voodoo's there, the government sees her, and then she gets away. Voodoo's there, the government sees her, and she gets away. I like the pacing of the comic, but it would be nice to see a little bit more confrontation actually happen in this comic, other than the little cat and mouse game we're getting. But besides that, this was a pretty solid issue, and I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Enjoyable, fun, good art, and good storytelling. Voodoo's turning out to be a pretty fun series. Not for everyone, but for the people it's for, you're going to enjoy it. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.